back to Humbro Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me today,
Little Pound Cake here, everybody.
Little Pound Cake in the house.
Happy Monday.
Seriously, happy Monday to all you guys.
All you guys in the chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here we have the Jay Wizzle special and his take on the Monkey D. Dragon Red Leader Cup event. This event took place to emphasize only leaders that were in red and leaders that were not deemed too competitive based on having tops within the previous 3 years since OP's release. Jay Wizzle decided to take the Revolutionary Army take. A lot of extra staples here. To note, Kid and Killer, a staple outside of that Revolutionary Army, but so good that it needs to be included in just about anything that runs red. His basic package running the 2 Ivankov package here that allows him to put out multiple bodies that have devastating effects. Most notably, the Karasu. Karasu on play and attacking ability as long as it has 7,000 power is to minus 1,000 to any character or leader for the rest of that turn. This effect can absolutely be devastating towards the math and defending, especially in a red leader matchup. On the top end, we have Monkey D. Dragon yet again, and maybe an unblockable Luffy. The counters include Table Manor Kick Course and Fire Fist. Fire Fist being the most notably special interest included by Jay Wizzle himself. This is Vare's take on Monkey D. Dragon in this Red Leader Cup. His version running much more rushers than other decks, obviously including the Kid and Killer because that effect is that good. However, also including more copies of Monkey D. Luffy in the rush area. On top of that, still having that 3, not 4, copies of Monkey D. Dragon and emphasizing his use of Radical Beam, a great protective spell that can be used late game when your life is low. I'm trying so bad because everything was going well for me this day. I was having just a fun blast, and I'm sitting. I was like, "Oh, I get camera time," because we didn't want to overfill it with just the same stuff over and over again. So they put me out on camera, and I was like, "Oh, I had camera for my first time," and I'm just trying to do the table math. I'm like, "Oh, check it out." Yeah, one of the things that we like to do sometimes is roll people into different rounds to showcase different decks. But I gotta say, everyone thought that this was kind of the no deck, but Dragon seemed to be a favorite.
No, it was a strong deck. It was very consistent, and that's what you want from these best 2 out of 3 events. You want consistency.
It's one of those best starts for Dragon, getting that Bella Betty on 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looked like JP on play. No searcher.
Hey, Vic, good to see you.
Oh, hey, what up?
Got more and more people coming in all the time. Love it.
Get those slices in for your chance. 3 packs today.
Yes, 3 whole packs. And our big giveaway for all those that might be coming here for the big giveaway at the end. Thank you so much to Skull24 for giving us another opportunity. All right, looks like we have 6K to life. Easy take in the early games.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, again, most 5K leaders, especially if you're running Rad Beam, you're just taking. You got more resources in hand. You can defend later on. You want to develop board. You want to trade off.
And some of them are looking for some key pieces, especially since both. Well, I'd say Wizzle really looking for his combo pieces with Ivankov.
Oh yeah,
and I think on Vare's side, looking for some Luffy hits. He wants to be able to train those Luffys back to back to back as much as he possibly can.
Karasu down on play. If you're revolutionary, you get to minus 1K to one thing.
Yep.
Get Wizzle down to 4, swinging 5.
There you go.
Demanding that 2K. More.
Right on turn 4. His first turn of 2 attack too. That's actually a really good start for him.
All right.
I know a lot of people were hard up on trying to kill my Karasu. It was the first one that people tried to remove from my board every time I put it out. It is a powerhouse of a card. You let that thing sit, and there we go. It's I like that move. I'm going to do it again. So now we're going to use that Luffy ability, which is so huge right now. Getting that Luffy out as early as he did.
Yeah, able to attach 2 to him, making him a nice 5K.
Yeah.
Now, Ver being at 4, it's 2K now.
Right. Now he can attach 2 for free with that Luffy. And then he now can activate that leader ability. Because, like you said, it has to be attached to a character in order for him to be able to move it.
Yeah. Fortunately, there's nothing really pressing he can attach it to because the Karasu got summoning sickness right now. So, next turn.
Absolutely.
Starts popping off.
Absolutely. He's one of those combo pieces. So sometimes when you're taking this, pay attention because sometimes it might not be good to attack that Luffy if you think it's going to be vulnerable on the swing back, especially if you really want to start doing these combos. But it looks like Wizzle here is just I'm going to life as fast as possible.
Yeah,
let's go.
You want that aggression, especially with those crosses out. You want to start racing. The dad
battle. All right, so we're countering out. That 1 of 0 cost in his deck, in his hand.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
But JP doesn't know that.
No, it's true. Deck lists were not made available prior to the building. So,
although some people Spencer. We're trying really hard to mine some info like the hours before the event.
That man is an InfoWars maniac. He wants to know everything. He's all about it. He's like, what you doing? What you cooking? What you making?
He's on the same. He's on the same level. He's on the same level as Coop when it comes to those boxes at LifeLink. He's like, you got a box there? Is a box there? He's like, oh, bro, I don't think Chris has even gotten to the store yet.
He was definitely ones at the door before the door was even open, just sitting out there like, is it time? Is it time?
Can I do it? Ooh, and we have the second Karasu play for back-to-back Karasus.
Oh, so Matt even told him that he lied. Just told him he was using Uda just to feed into it,
just to throw him the okie doke. All right, we're gonna go down to 3.
Oh, so you got another minus. It's 2 minuses.
So we got the on play from the first Karasu, and then Karasu has to be at 7 and attack to activate the second minus 1.
So we have a 7 on 3 potentially for life.
Mm-hmm. That's 3 cards, 2 2Ks and a 1.
Yeah.
Minimum.
It's a lot to take in an early game like this.
You take it.
Yeah.
Because the idea would be to clean up the Karasus right after this.
Oh, absolutely. You have to. You got to get him off the board. I was just interested he wasn't going for... oh, there you go. Mm-hmm. Going for Luffy with the leader. I like that. Because it's only 2. So 3K to counter. To get rid of this thing.
And safe to swing with leader because Luffy is only protected when he has 2 Dawn on him from strike characters.
Yes. And most of them actually do special in the red, I've noticed. These red on red, a lot of the characters say special, not strike. So not always that relevant. Oh, we got a 4K using that leader ability, putting Bello Benemy actually getting into
asking
attack.
Him for the 2K. He's like, okay, I'll give it to you. I'll 2K out of that.
Well crafted from Jay Whistle to realize that he did have that opportunity to move that over. So countering actually a good choice here. Sometimes I've made mistakes where I countered and didn't realize I had another attacker or a methodology to get another attacker, and I countered wrong. Like I tried to protect something I couldn't protect. Sometimes it helps with life. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes if you can't protect it,
you're still in your tempo. But you know, if you get down too low, it becomes a make or break kind of a moment. It's really stressful.
Absolutely. So back over to Jay Whistle here. It's now his time. Is he going to clean up board? Or is he going to
7 Dawn? You could definitely see an Ivankov play right now.
Mm-hmm.
Splitting 2-2. Who knows?
2-2 might be setting up for a you'd see 4 for Kid Killer Rush.
Could we see a Fire Fist?
That new tech card. I didn't actually play any of these. Mine was only running for the 0 cost for events.
Let's say it would be the Tempest one because you could get rid of the active Karasu, the Bella Betty, and then go ham into the next Karasu.
Oh, absolutely.
Clear the board completely.
And sometimes it's one of those difficult choices. Oh, Karasu. So we're seeing a lot of Karasu plays here.
Back to back Karasu. I think I might have come in here going like, okay, whoever wins, whoever mirrors each play, like whoever breaks the mirror loses.
Right.
You guys got to keep playing the same card.
I love the table talk because this is Vera talking some math. It's like, well, where's this going? Where's this going?
Which one do you want to minus?
Yeah. What is it? He's just doing that little swivel.
And of course, minusing the one that he can attack.
Yeah.
Because again, it looks like we're probably if we're fire fisting.
I've talked to Vera quite a few.
Do I see it in hand? Whistle's hand. He's fanning. He's like, show it to you. Maybe.
Yeah. So you might see Vera swiveling here, but I've talked to him enough times. He's actually mastered the art of mind control. So be careful. If you follow it too often, you might actually get entranced.
Ooh.
Well, see? Okay, that's an interesting, definitely, or I'm getting rid of this Bella Benemy.
That Fire Fist is coming, man.
Okay, he's still deciding. See, he fell for the trap. Bear set him up. He set him up. He's like, watch.
I think Whistle's doing the math right now. He's like, if I Fire Fist this thing.
Okay. I like that option.
I think I saw it in his hand. Could we see the tech? I think that's it right there.
It looks like it from the angle, but it's hard to tell. All right, yeah, going Bella Benemy. It's saying I'm getting. She's gone. Shit.
Maybe not.
I can't tell you how many times yesterday I took Bello and I said Bello sends her love. I just attacked for no reason.
Attention 2.
Okay, taking that rest of Dawn. I like it. Good move.
Making sure we don't forget.
Looking like we're gonna see another play. He's making room for something. Maybe another Bello.
I don't know. JP does like to play games as well. He likes to do the mind tricks. He'll move stuff around like, you know what, that?
Oh.
And I'll play an event, actually. In that little space.
That's actually kind of a neat trick. I like that. You could start giving people the wrong tells. Like,
oh, he'll stack his Dawn all like, oh, these 8 Dawn, I will only use one of them in swing for 6.
I like this. All right, an easy counter out with Nico. I like that.
5 out. JP probably trying to whittle the counter out of his hand. That way he can guarantee the KO on the Karasu here.
All right.
For another -1.
All right, so on attack here, gets to minus something else.
So I'm imagining we're going to minus in the bellow?
He is desperate to get rid of this
down
bellow.
To nothing.
Okay, but attacks into. I like that.
Into the Karasu, and I think here's the Fire Fist.
Is it?
I don't think unless he's thinking about playing a koala.
Don't waste those 1,000 minus abilities. Those are too powerful.
He needs to get that bell ability to minus 3,000.
Yeah, right. It's like, counter out of this. It's exactly. Like, okay. Bello getting all kinds of hate right now.
JP cooking the math. And he's like, okay, what if I do this and that?
Okay, so where's it going? It's really interesting about this game, too, because there's not phases like in the other games I play. Like this one, like you can just, any order you want to do it in, and the order matters sometimes.
Yes, it does. Attacking, using events to get rid of stuff, using abilities, effects to get rid of stuff, popping abilities at certain times. It all matters.
Absolutely.
Sequencing, but that all comes with practice.
So here we're going to see a leader attack. There you go. 5K, Bello, defend it. 6K to need to block that.
Looks like we're keeping 3 up that Fire Fist. Not going to get used.
Jay Wizzle, I couldn't go for the Fire Fist. Oh, okay. Interesting. So what do you think was blocking him from doing the Fire Fist? I was at 3 life. Okay. Oh, so Fire Fist has a life requirement.
I believe so.
Well, probably should have read that card aloud so we know what he's talking about. It's special tech. I haven't seen that.
That's the beauty of being live. We can.
So it won't KO is what he says if it's at 3 life. All right, so back to Ver here. Now needs to. I'm imagining he's going for board clearing. What do you think?
Oh yeah. Either that or he is racing him to the pits. But with 3 cards in hand, was it 4 cards in hand? That's a dicey race.
So, personally, I know he's on a Luffy build, so I wouldn't even know how to think this one through here. Was a misplay a turn? Was it misplayed? Okay.
You may Fire Fist. You may trash one event from your hand, K up to one of your opponents 5,000 or less, or one of your opponents 4,000 or less. Are you reading this wrong?
I don't. Interesting.
Yeah, you could have totally Fire Fisted Madao.
Yeah, you could have. Oh, I guess he said it was misplay. All right, whatever.
In the tank.
Yeah, when you're doing that table math, man, sometimes
thinking about his son, he was like, I see all these Luffy's. What am I doing with my life? Find a revolutioner could be.
And he doesn't.
Could be playing ball with boy.
So far, there's no way for him to know he's not on the exact same list here. Because he's probably thinking, okay, what do I have in my deck? Because it's a dragon build, and Ver's is so unique with so many different Luffy's that I don't think he's prepared for that.
Regardless, that Fire Fist is going to come in handy at one point. Probably sometime.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Axeth. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, Axeth.
Here we go. The perfect card. This Kid Killer was
once we get down to those two lives, it's a real gunslinger out here.
Yeah,
those Kid Killers coming out,
especially with leader ability, still able to move that Kid Killer over. So at 2 life, it gets an automatic 2K plus. He's going to add 1. Oh, he's use leader ability. Interesting. What is he going to save the leader ability for?
He's got 1 left. Who knows?
All right, so. That's a lot of attack still. 8K going to 5K. That's a 4K to counter him with just 5 cards in hand. That would take most of his hand just to counter out of that. All right, so we're going back to his turn at 9. Dawn. Let's go, Jay Wizzle. Let's see if he knows. Is this a turn where he tries to fill the board out, or is this just another board clean and then try to go for it?
Just a Karasu from leader. Yep.
Did he? Did I miss it? But you can't move Dawn that's not attached. Did we miss that?
He might have attached his leader.
Oh, he might have attached the other, right, to his leader and then moved it from his leader. All right, I'm sorry. Maybe we missed that. My apologies. Good catch, though.
All right, big 7 and 2. What are we swinging into?
I say Jay Whistle said, nice move. Let me do that again. A lot of mirroring effects here. Comes in. Super jealous of their arts, by the way. I was playing with a very, very basic dragon that whole day.
Hey, no shame. No shame.
Yeah. I love it. I love that art.
I really like that all the leaders that they picked this time had like a kind of crew that could be behind them for those LPO4 alts again.
It's a pretty sick hand. Sitting there with at least one, maybe two kid killers right now.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, only 7 Dawn left, so only one of those is going to be able to sneak in if he wants to go for that life. But now he's got to think.
But with that Karasu on board, all these attackers are viable.
Mm-hmm.
Ver's got a Radical Beam kind of in the wings.
Yeah.
He's got to respect the 9.
I think right now, Kid Killer has probably got the biggest red flag on it. What do you think? Like, definitely for just get off the board state. He's at 2 life. There's no life gain in red that I'm aware of. Mm-hmm. So getting that thing off the board as soon as possible. Yeah, it's just a free 7K.
The JP either goes for board right now or he goes for the kill.
All right.
8.
8K minusing.
8K into the Karasu.
I think he's indicated to minus the Karasu. Don't know if he's actually going to use it because that Kid Killer is live. There is a 2 life. That big pump. So much table math with these red decks.
I think I understood why JP couldn't use Fireface. He didn't have an event to discard.
It requires an event to discard?
An event to discard.
Okay.
Had derp. I'm reading it back in my mind going like, well, the black text said something pretty important.
All right. So, decided to just send that attack directly at Karasu. So getting that off the board. Now he's got to think he's both attackers down.
He's like, can I take out the 7K with a 9? Does he have the Radical Beam? Is this the difference maker?
You know, there's one thing I did notice about a lot of these deck techs that we look through. Not a lot of blockers coming in from these.
Like, very, very seldom blocker. Again, red, a very aggressive color. A lot of people probably went with like, oh, I'm gonna go the red route. I'm gonna go straight to face all day. Nothing but the hits.
Right? And I think really the solution too, because red also has counter target blocker abilities, right? Built on characters. So I think a lot of them were really concerned that because it was a red cup, you wouldn't want to play blockers because there's so many characters that are, characters that you could play that would actually, eliminate it. So here we go. Going to play that Fire Fist we were talking about. Going to bottom that immediately, not giving him an option. 7K. Where? What?
Straight to face.
Straight to face? I didn't see him take a life. Did he counter it out? He must have counter out of it. Didn't see him taking a life for that rush. The Fire Fist KOs that, correct?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I missed it because of the way that they discarded here. 7K versus a 3K.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay.
All right, again, the dragon play.
Fire Fist minus 4K.
Yep.
Okay, I gotcha. So minus is 4K, doesn't just KO.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what he was doing. Was just making sure it was definitely on something he could not stop. But here we go, top end. Now that we're in full Dawn here, this is where you can see the lead. This 8-cost Monkey D Dragon really starts complementing the leader very well. Comes into play, gets attached to Rested Dawn to any target, and then you can use the leader ability to start resting it, and has Rush. So 9K coming back at it. Do we see any some Monkey D Dragons in his list? I don't remember if his curve went up that high. We did? Yeah.
Definitely. You want a dragon.
Oh, absolutely. Should. And they complement each other so well. I love that it's just like Dragon high-fiving himself saying, you're in. Let's go.
Who needs top end my son when I have me?
You're right? You can actually seeing Dragon do something. It's insane. You You guys have waited
And all this art,
all these years.
all this art sizzle going on here too.
Right.
That Akira Agawa fire.
Bear really, really likes his decks being something nice and shiny. And I love he has all 10 Dawn from Shanks there. I'm putting it into this war. Keep it on theme. Mine are all over the place.
I was going to say, Wizzle been keeping kind of a theme here. He's got all the Straw Hat Dawn.
I like it. And those were released in what?
These were prizes and participation for all like the regionals and stuff like that.
So we got ourselves a grinder here, Jay.
We had to go to online events. I got a couple of these, and actually some of them are actually in there. That Sanji Dawn, blue Sanji Dawn.
Yeah,
for your boy.
Yeah,
goes living on.
So we got 6K to life here. He's just gonna take it. Plenty of Dawn to start setting some up. Here's that 5 cost I was talking about earlier.
Here we go. Let's get a winner. Let's get a winner.
We have a hit.
We have a hit, and it's Froglegs Lindbergh. Unless he goes with the koala, though.
He could. That unplayability is not a joke, but I think it's unplay. It's -3K, and that he would need another rusher with the remaining
rusher with
4. He's got 4 left.
Yeah, maybe Kid Killer.
Maybe, but -3 to Dragon. Put it to 6. Kid Killer comes out.
7.
Yeah, maybe 8 with leader ability because he hasn't used it yet.
Well, he's only got 1 Dawn attached to something, so
yeah, only 1 going over, but that would be at least 8K coming down towards potentially. Yeah, going for the minus.
He's going for the kill.
6K. He's just telecasting. He's got the Kid
like
Killer.
Lindbergh, those Frogless is too weird.
So here we're gonna likely see a Kid Kill play. Activation from leader. Adding 1K to it.
Wow.
That's 8K coming towards 6, asking for 3K to protect this dragon. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it?
2 2Ks, 2 2Ks, 2 2Ks of that radical beam. He's like, give me that radical beam. I know you have it.
He's telecasting it. He's got that one open.
Oh, he's gonna give him the 2 2Ks instead.
Okay. Good on hand size here. All right.
2K, 1K,
Locked out.
2K, 1K. Okay.
Was that enough for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 8 to 9. 8 to 9. 8 to 9. Yep.
9.
Hey, Infinite Rose. Good to see you.
Marcus, my man.
Yeah.
You got a special little surprise from a couple of you guys.
Oh, can't wait to share.
Marcus included.
We got some special prize. Like, I got all kinds of stuff sitting in front of me. I got so much to announce to you guys. And here we got this to come out too. It's coming to you soon. We'll get it after this match.
I know the generosity from these guys.
It's next level.
It is.
It's just next level. All right, so we got 2 Dawn. He's using, again, another rush. Different art this time, but another one of those Monkey D dragons.
Yeah, base art, can't pull them all.
Gonna attach 3 to leader.
Going for the big 8.
Hey,
Sermon.
Not active today. We're gonna try that next time. But thank you for trying to get in there. We're trying something different.
Sermon highlights to what's gonna go on in the next couple weeks. We're gonna use this I join tag instead of tracking everyone. Make it a little bit easier on us so that we can keep track of what's really going on here.
Exactly.
Instead of going like, did we get that guy's name?
We missed him.
I have Jimmy D on here 4 times. Is that right? Like,
I want my pack. I want my free giveaway. Come on.
Here. All right, what's gonna happen? Let's see.
So he's already attacked in. It looks like it's on Jay Wizzle here to play on the defensive here, and I think he's going towards the Kid Killer, maybe, or is he gonna stress life right now?
If I would probably stress life.
Okay.
All you gotta do is let 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 dragons on the board.
Yeah. Sermon over here is one like 3 or 4 of these packs. Like 3 more and he could build a deck. So
he could. He could. Haven't seen him out yet.
Yeah. All right, so we counted 3 cards to counter out. Not easy to do in red.
I was reminding him that he's sitting at 7 for the return.
Yeah. So still got an attack left from this rush dragon. Telecasting, he has a radical beam. Leaving that 1 open here. Either that or a bluff, I've noticed. Some people actually like to leave that open. Sometimes it's a bluff, so you got to get that read on them. Math is critical to make sure that you don't.
As I said, JP probably messing with Ver, and I go, "Are you gonna swing bigger than me to get me this hero? You gotta take care of this Kid Killer." Which one?
He's trying to do. It's like,
this one.
You sure?
You sure? You don't go for my life?
All right. I think this is a decent play. I mean, he's got 3 attacks, 1 life, but he's got to counter out of all 3 of these attacks. A super misplay. Interesting. On my way to LifeLink to get me my cards. Get it. Then the boxes just came in, guys. OP5, OP6.
OP5, OP6.
Just came into the store, so if you guys are looking for that those reprints, come on out.
Clean out those OP5 boxes so we give away an OP6 box.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to open OP5. Not saying that I'm going to win. I'm just hoping. The copium.
Right.
Smells good.
It smells good.
I'd say I've been getting a big koala swing.
Yo, here we go, koala.
She's fighting. She got the
I like
up.
it. I love it when these low
She's like, give me counter in your hand, or use that radical beam.
Not many cards left in Vera's hand for the resources here, so I imagine that Jay Wizzle sees the blood in the water. He's gonna go for the life. All 3 of these swings.
Divine Load, is he going for manga number 2?
Oh, does he have manga number 1?
Yeah, he pulled the ace manga.
Oh, the ace manga. I thought you were talking about like he had 2 of the Luffy. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I know he's got hot hands.
If that were the case, I'd be like, Julian, buy me a drink, please.
Yeah, right?
Let me hold $1.
If you want your packs being like picked by someone, get a hold of this man. The man's got hot hands.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to pick them. Maybe one of these times I'll have to ask him over here to pick some of these packs.
I've learned my lesson from Whizzle Pizzle. I've learned my lesson from Majeski. Let the wife open the packs.
Yeah, right.
Last couple packs I have my wife open was that we got the prizing from this. We got Secret Rare Kuzan. Prizing from Store Tournament on Sunday. She got Secret Rare Ace.
Wow. All right, so if he has a rusher, he can close this. But right now, looking a little dangerous because he's telecasting a radical beam.
These 2 swings have to hit.
So got to do your math here. Make sure that he can't counter out with 3 cards in hand. The maximum and average is about 4K.
One of those is a radical beam.
See if he's done that math. Obviously, radical beam.
Or Dawn, maybe another Kid Killer. Virgo, I'm like, these are all 2Ks. One radical beam. Oh,
right.
Man. It sucks to be you, wouldn't it, JP?
Just going 6. Okay. Nope. And
I want to go that way.
Okay. Ivankov just coming in. I think he's just trying to get a look. He's determined. Maybe he's kind of casting. He's got a.
Give me those 2K. There it is. Ooh, the whole 4 for just a 6. Kind of very telling for JP now.
Yeah.
The radical beam's gone. He can do math now. He can do it. The distance is there.
I'd say at best he has 1K in hand.
The corner, he can go for it. There you go, 7.
7K.
Either
take the life.
2 cards.
See, do we got a rusher? Yep. Another Kid Killer.
Mathematically, I don't think Ver has it.
Yep, doesn't have it. And another thing I was going to mention, great game. Another thing I was going to mention on this.
This one is a great one to look back at. Like those, noticing your lethals, realizing what needs to go. Those do or die moments. This is a great match to be reviewed.
Oh, absolutely. But what I was going to say is like that the counters are quite limited. One of the things we didn't do a total count on when we were doing the deck tech. Red not heavy on a lot of hand counters.
Oh no, I believe JP ran maybe 8 2K counters. Ver was running 12.
Okay,
he was running 12, so there's a little bit more, but still. Not many.
No, a lot of these rushers, and the cards
especially when those 2K counters are some of your utilities, those koalas, those machinas.
Yeah, stuff that you might, like you said,
you might use.
Actually, need to use. I definitely used my koala quite a few times. That math was absolutely important.
Exactly, with the Lindberghs, it's such a dangerous combo, especially when we're running like this closed red meta, where we're gonna see a lot of, Jay
Whistle's taking off. Jay Whistle doesn't know. He don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's 2 out of 3. He's so used to the competitive scene. He's like, I've cleaned this up. I got this. I'm done. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Can I just go compete? Wait. That's 2 out of 3. What?
That's 2 out of 3.
What? Huh?
We got one more round, Jay Whistle.
Oh yeah.
At least one.
It was. I saw him at the store tournament on the next day, and he was just like, played 15 rounds. Played 15 rounds of Dragon yesterday. Because he did also play in the LCQ right after this with Dragon.
Oh my gosh.
So he's like, he played 15 rounds of Dragon. Man was dried up.
Should have swung 9K with a leader instead of the 8K. Yeah, I can see. I can see that. Yeah, absolutely. But stay tuned. They're finding out right now. Yesterday, this is best 2 out of 3, baby. We like the content. We don't want to do this like, oh, I got this done. I was talking to some friend.
I can only imagine JP like Ver's just sitting there going like he's gonna be back. JP going up to the front going like, hey, I want to report. I won. Yeah. I was like, oh, what was the breakdown? Breakdown? What?
And I could already see Chris on the ground. I was like, get back in there.
But I won.
Get back in there.
But I won.
You're not done yet. We don't do that 1-round stuff. Now, obviously, when it is Bondi. Jeez, so many different companies. When it's Bondi sponsored, we have to obey by the rules. So it's only best of 1. But because this was a special event, I was able to provide this prize support for it just to get some extra content to get on the channel, but also some amazing gameplay here with these really neat cup ideas. This was all your head here, man.
Yeah, I'm just going off what the community's done and what other people have done. You know, there's plenty of other LGSs out there and communities that do these off meta cups. Shout out to was it Wimmy TCG? You know, she's that blue Dofi stand out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
She started doing these little cups that are on our Discord. You know, other people did them. You know, and it was just like, hey, that's a great idea. Yeah. Let's try it out. You know, I'm sure these guys would love it.
Absolutely.
So, and if you guys want more of that, she hosts them on her Discord for sim play, so you don't even have cards.
Nice.
You know, so go check her out. Wimmy TCG on Twitter, formerly known as X, or the other way around. Whoops.
One of those. I don't know. Who knows? We're live right now on X, so it's like, oh, great. Yeah. Elon's looking at this like, can you get it right?
No like, Teslas for them. They can't use the superchargers.
I'll tell you what. I'm with you, Elon. Just tell me what I call a tweet now. Just tell me what I call a tweet, because I don't know what to do. It's hard with language. It's very difficult. I can call it X, I'll call it X, but what do I call a tweet now?
I know. It's like, what do you yell at his kid? You know? It's like, I feel like if I yell at him, the censor bar will just like come out. I was like, hey, you.
Another good Bello Benemy start. I love this one.
Search for the top end. Oh, now he's got it. The timer's on. Timer's on.
Let's go.
Come 9 dawn. That dragon's out. Or 8 dawn, excuse me.
So smart choice. I actually loved taking the draw with this deck.
Oh yeah, I think this is the match where I walked in and I was like, okay, you guys got to keep going with the mirror plays here. Whoever breaks the mirror loses. So we'll see how far this little mirror goes.
Yeah.
So we got Bella Betty on Bella Betty, but what is
not a whiff? It's not a whiff. That's good.
Okay. Getting a 2K.
I only whiffed once with her yesterday. Only once.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really nice.
That's rough stuff.
Yeah. It happens. When you're playing Luffy and some really cool tech cards, like sometimes it just happens.
It happens, yeah. I'm trying out some weird tech. I'm trying some of these OP05. What's his name? The Jackal dude from Alabaster.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Attach a Dawn, and you get to attach 2 Rested Dawn to anything else. And I was just like, that just seems pretty rad.
It does. It does seem pretty
fun. A lot of Dawn here.
Yeah. I like that effect.
But Luffy just is a better option because if they get rid of that dude, it just feels bad to have to replace him. It's 5 Dawn.
I want to preface this to tell you guys right now, this is not a spoiler. This is definitely not canon to anything, but I need Luffy to be in the Revolutionary Army. Like, I need this. I need this in my life. So at some point, just join them so I can have Luffy in my Revolutionary Army deck. I love me some Luffy. I want to put him in here, but he's always Straw Hat Crew.
Yeah, that's Sabo territory, baby.
That's true. We need some more Red Sabo. That's what we need.
I mean,
there's one out there that I think is pretty good.
OP10, we're going back to Dressrosa, Punk Hazard. So
Ooh,
we might get some more Sabo.
I'm all about that.
Or it could be Doflamingo.
All right, Kurisu getting that on playability -1. Gonna make that a 2K press on life.
Do you have it?
Do you have it?
Bird doing the math. He's like, I got a dragon in my hand.
Yeah. Easy to take in the early game sometimes, but
there we go. There's those utility 2Ks being used. Bella Buddy.
Yeah.
Coming in for a big old meaty 5K swing.
Jeez. Bella Buddy just really getting in. Okay, so he's like, yeah, I'm not doing this again.
Sacrificing the sun. That's where he went wrong. It's something he would never do. All
right, so we're at 6K. Ver on the attack.
He's going for that market.
Good 2K
call. 2K into 0. He's like,
I don't want
to. Get out of here.
You got to get her off the board. She is such a menace if you let her go. And sometimes people surprise you, especially if you're playing against people like Marcus. focus will stack 5 Dawn on this just to get this in for an attack.
Oh yeah, I think in the store tournament, I think I swung 7K into one of his zeros. It was just like with prejudice. I like you, but with prejudice, I don't want that on the board. I know you will put 7 Dawn on it and stress a 2K out of me.
All right, so we're gonna get nice little 2 on there. Get a free play from the Kurisu. It's gonna give another minus to, I believe, the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Think it through. He's got 4 Dawn.
Swinging 7 into the 4.
Okay. Nice
Take
easy
it.
hit. Got to be careful going on a 2 though. Kid Killer not active with the 7K, but
still swinging into, still demanding a 2K.
Yes, because it is minus from that Karasu. So
seeing that JP used one of those 2Ks, now is the time to stress them.
Yep, get them out of those hands early games. You don't want them having that in the late game when these turns matter. I don't think it matters. So that's the chord to set up for when we do box openings and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, rad. Thank you though. When we do another box opening though, I'm gonna need that chord.
One day.
Yeah,
we'll get there. We're grabbing something soon.
Right.
We got OP8 around the corner.
Oh, I can't wait.
Was that September? September.
Dude, some of those promos too that are coming out from the other stuff they've been releasing. Those special dawns.
Mm-hmm.
This looks so good. All right, so we got a 7K just knocking Ivankov out. How disrespectful. That is your leader, your secondary in command.
That's your buddy boy.
Bro.
But he's got the secrets. You got to take him out.
Oh, that's right.
He's got the secrets.
I didn't even think about that.
He's got all those secrets. He's got crocodile secrets. He's got dragon secrets. So many secrets.
So many secrets. That Crocomon theory is running rampant.
He's got the T.
All right, so we got a
7.
Using leader building. Switching over to -2.
But are we swinging into that? It's at a 5. I mean, it was at 5. Now it's at 4. You hit it before it gets to 7.
Needs to stress it now because he takes any of those early hits, especially with his own crosser still live next for that next swing.
Yeah, he gets to 1, and that thing is up at 7 with a crosser on board. That's gonna be tough.
Absolutely. Leader having the Kid Killer getting a free pump, having 9K for almost nothing. No, going to life.
Going to life. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I see you, big dog.
Oh,
okay.
there we go. So he had a plan. Plan. Yeah.
The vision was there. The vision was there. Okay.
Nice little rush, Luffy.
Going 6 into 4. Demanding
3.
Demanding 3, yeah. Does Ver have the 0 cost event in hand?
That'd be a good counter right now. I would definitely try to keep this because you know that if you get this tempo in your favor, you could potentially getting it out.
2K, 1K.
Yep. Neither of those relevant for this next swing here, but this next turn could be absolutely devastating if he can actually get. Is this a turn he can get out? Yeah, he could get out his dragon if he's got it in hand.
He can get it out. That dragon.
And that dragon just moving everything. Yep. Nope. Are we gonna see it? Yes. Here comes the dragon.
Reverse linking out that dragon.
So immediately being able to move 2 of those rested Dawn to something I imagine go to Karasu. What would you do?
Oh yeah, definitely 2 down to Karasu. Swing 7 with leader.
Okay.
Move those to Karasu. Get the -1. That way you're effectively kind of getting everything here.
Interesting. Didn't go for the Karasu minus first. See, my head was like get Karasu up there to get the minus on the board.
Well, that way, I mean, your leader can only he's moving the 2 rested Dawn from the dragon ability onto his leader. Because otherwise, he's still getting the 7. Oh, he still doesn't have 7 with the Kid Killer.
Still not using that minus ability. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically trying to pump the Kid Killer for a 9K swing. That's his whole mental capacity is on the 9K swing.
We have a trigger here. What are we going for?
Another thing not common in red triggers. So I don't know. I think I had like 4 triggers in my deck.
I think this is the Fire Fist trigger. I think it's a KO. That's right. I know my confusion because I was thinking of a completely different Fire Fist.
Okay.
Because there are 2 Fire Fists.
All right. So here we go. We got a trigger. It's going to basically -3 to the Karasu. So now that +2 not moving.
Andrew's trigger. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Interesting though, because now he's got the 9K left here. Do you go Luffy now because of that trigger? Or do you go life still? Yeah, going Luffy. Okay. So we got ourselves a 9K going to Luffy here. It's asking for 4K response.
Let it go.
All right. Time for Jay Wizzle. He's got to rebuild. This is an impressive board state, and I love the fact he. Well, I mean, obviously couldn't because he got minus, but I don't know. Personally, and this is Bear's doing really well, so maybe I'm the wrong one here. I think I would have put those 2 on Karasu with the on play Darren, on play Monkey D Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on the Karasu, get some minuses on there to get some extra attacks. Then use leader ability to put the 9K to stress of life, and then maybe use the leader just to get a simple 1K out of his hand, like just to or use it to clean up the board if he needs to.
I think board was more important here because you have to stress that JP has rushers at this point.
Absolutely.
Without those, you're still seeing it too. But if he would have gone for board for life, he might have gotten him down to 0, and then next turn he's got the Luffy, he's got the Kid Killer, he's got Balabetta, he's got his leader to go into your no blocker to life.
So leaving one up maybe to telecast a Radical Beam, but we got 7K going to Killer. Bear saying, I got something for that. Removing that die with ease. Saying, I got something for that. Let's go. 7K. Sure. But I think that like what you were trying to explain is that he needed to plan around the 2 Kid Killer in hand swing. So he was playing around like not being just completely run over with a trap going to 9 Dawn like that. Okay.
Swinging the big.
3 asking 4K to respond.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting it though. He's getting it. There you go.
There it is.
So keeps his dragon alone. All right. Now at max Dawn.
We have lethal. We have lethal in vision. How many cards does JP have?
Yeah, this could be the ending turn here. Could we see a tie from Bear? He's doing the table math here. Looking and sorting the Dawn. 3 good swings. Has to worry about maybe a 0K in hand. A 0 cost counter.
Yeah, we were all thinking like, oh, it's going to be a red card. It's going to be so fast.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be so fast. But 4 rounds, and some of them were grinders because, again, you got to be, the math was just like, oh, if I just hit just right.
We're talking about 2 amazing players. Bear, the MVP from our current season right now, has been swinging and bringing in decks that no one's seen before, taking us down. And then we got Jay Wizzle, who I got the pleasure of meeting for the first time. And I got to say, after watching some of his gameplay, he's on the same level. So we're talking about some guys that big brain moves here that know exactly how they're doing this.
JP has been doing online events since the get-go of this game. We went to Hampton regional tests this last couple months ago. The man is on the grind.
Lots of experience here. I'd love to see it.
And same thing with his son Alex. He's down in Virginia Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if y'all know who else is down in Virginia Beach, but it is some sweaty competition in there. He's got to go up against people like the likes of Russell Lepar.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one of our favorite streams that we raid most nights,
Luffy TV.
He's down there fighting, and he's again if you've seen it from the streams, he's no slouch.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the competition he's going up against every Friday.
Absolutely.
And then he comes up here and just practices with his dad.
Love it. 7K going into to Dragon, minusing Imagine Dragon here, so making it essentially an 8K swing into life. Getting 9. Wow.
Ooh.
That is a lot out of hand, but he's risking it.
You got to keep it up.
And take that last hit. So do we have a rusher in hand? Is that what we have left? Here we go. Rushing Luffy. Stressing the last 8.
There we have it.
Okay. Is he bluffing? Is he at it?
That's going up for 8.
Okay.
And
that's
then one more.
Nothing. He bluffed it. Bluffed it. Oh, what a bluff.
Oh,
he had Bear sweating that one.
1K counter more.
Oh, good grief. Right down there. I could feel what Bear was feeling that time. It's like, are you serious? You have it?
Homie did it to me at the store tournament too for our last match. Oh, what's up?
No. All right. Mods.
He did it to me at the store tournament too. I was just like, if I split this, does that kill you? Or if I just go full 13? And he was like, you try.
Yeah, Sheffy, this is the first time I think I've seen Sheff. Maybe I missed it, something, but Sheffy, he's absolutely right. Or I don't know Sheffy the Kibby Sheep. Absolutely right there. That dragon deck can kill out of nowhere. Yeah, in this deck, it's just absolutely fast and insane here. So you got to be prepared when you're playing against these decks that the next turn they could be filling up the board with potentially 3 characters, 2 of them with rush, or 3 with rush.
So fast.
I think 2 is the most you can get in a 10 dot. But still, always be wary of that 2 kid killer on turn 8. I actually was able to beat one of my opponents on one of the games I played, where the kid killer is like, "Are you serious? You have both?" I was like, "Yeah,
both.
Got to be prepared for it." Also, thanks for bringing One Piece games to the community. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
One Piece game with commentary.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. We're trying something here to get some more people into the paper. I'm a personal own your own product kind of guy. That's the way that we do our theme. By the way, you're in the running, by the way.
2 packs. Actually, 3 packs.
3 packs. We got 3 packs to give away here. Own your product, because at least you can use this at the end of the day. That's what I'm all about, and I love being able to interact and socially interact with people. Something we've desperately needed since these current genre year here. Having more time to be able to talk to people, interact, have some fun, and these guys are just great. I have so much fun. It reminds me back in the day when I was a kid. I used to be able to sit back and just,
Oh, this match is going full gas. We got no turn 1 plays from either player. I'm going straight to an AK swing.
So they're saying, okay, we're running out of time. Let's go.
We're racing. We're racing.
These are timed rounds, 55 minutes, by the way. Mm-hmm. So I imagine in their head, they're like, they got to get these things out really quick.
Yeah, that's 55 to do the best 2 out of 3, not just each one.
Yeah. After the mind games of JP, I need some $1. Yep.
He does. He does mess with you. He messes with you hard.
Yeah.
I remember, I was playing a Red, when he was playing Sakazuki, I played Red Salvo for the first time, and I was really checking it out. Mm-hmm. It's like, every turn, he was like, I could let you have it, but I'll just keep countering out. I think I got to like 8 life, 9 life, and I was just like, if I just have to pull an unblockable Luffy and I win.
Yeah, right.
I just couldn't get it.
We're going to see some fast gameplay coming back at here, because I imagine the time clock was probably like, they told him it was going to be like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So both these players not going to have much time. This is speed chess now. Let's go. Every turn matters. They don't have time to think in the tank. They're trying to get that life down before the timer, because there's rules for the time.
Exactly. One of my matches today against actually Alex, JP's kid went to time and then 2 turns, and just naturally because of the nature of my deck and the nature of his deck, I went out because life was more than his, that kind of deal. We just raced each other, and this is just the breaks.
Yeah. So we're playing a different game. We got 7K going towards life here. His Karasu notably should be able to attack this turn. Mm-hmm. Yes. So now Ver has to worry about 2 of these attacks. All right, countering out, keeping his life still there.
Moving those 2 down.
Mm-hmm. Now, the reason you might have seen him move this late in this order and not get that -1K is because the leader can't have it moved onto itself. You can only move it from character to character. So maybe telecasting, he doesn't have a rusher in hand. Maybe... Oh, he does. Psych!
Eat this 5.
Nope, countering out of it.
Sacrificing the sun.
But he needs to. 3 to 3. Time's running lower. He needs to keep his life total higher, because that time, when you call it, life matters. Then cards matter. Then it's all kinds of things. But
it's life, monsters on the board, and then
characters,
and then deck, and then cards and deck, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's cards and deck. There's so much. Yeah. So much. There's like, I'd explain it to you right now, but they're playing so fast that I think we would just, I'd miss some stuff.
So like, 7. Wow. So fast.
So 7K. Now, Ver could actually be really in a good bat here, because he's playing more of the Luffy rushes. Mm-hmm. So the getting the long game, getting here, Ver could win.
It might be better for him in this off shot. He's not. There's that promo Luffy. No one really plays it. It's a dark horse.
Right?
So swinging 7 into that Karasu, he's got to block out with it. Now Ver deciding, do I really go for this Karasu? Do I trade board? Because the tempo could get out of hand any moment now.
I'm desperately afraid of this other Karasu, so I would want to get rid of it.
He's taking
that
it
math is devastating. When
7 into 4.
Getting the blocks. This is not today. This board cleanup. So we got a 5. Is this going to be Ivankov? Nope. We got to rush Luffy.
All right, taking care of that Karasu.
Stressing limited resources left here from Jay Wizzle's hand. He doesn't have a whole lot more to put in.
Does he give him 2K? Oh.
Yeah, 2K.
My goodness.
Wow, he had the 2 pair in hand to
He was
to
all
the
like,
optimal 8K counter, and that
he was like, don't need him. Don't need him. I want this weird bird man.
Oh, here we go. I think this is really bad for Ver. Both of those attacks getting countered out. Now he's got to worry about Karasu attacking, Kid Killer getting in with that extra 2K if he gets that life in here, and the leader in a full 8 ton.
That's a potential dragon. That's
Rush.
2 Kid Killers. That's Luffy, a Rush Luffy potentially with some buffed up dudes on the board. That's a lot.
We have the 2 pair and the 2 2Ks.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, just this. I know that they're kind of slowing down, but I think he smells the wind. Here we're going for the dragon.
Dad's home.
So here I'd put 2 to Karasu if I was him, personally. I think stressing the life and time here. Put 2 to the Karasu, minus the leader, and just get that life point swing in there. Okay, to lead. I like minusing first.
Because he could this way he gets maximum efficiency with what his swing says, like 7.
Okay.
7 to the Karasu, and then he's like, yeah, if you block it, you don't have cards for this life hit that's going to come right now. Go into the Karasu, minus him 1.
Go into life, or at least minusing the life here.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know if he's going to go to cleanup. That is 1 over the Luffy, but all right. So get hit into life. Okay. Now Kid Killer active 7.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be asking 4K from their side here.
Because if we stress first hand, then we know he either has to go for blood or board.
Mm-hmm. All right, trying to get rid of Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't want to give him more options for the life to put it in hand for more options to counter out.
Yep.
So thinking this is not the turn. I'm only going to give him 2 more cards, which could potentially be his own 2 Kid Killers off the life.
2K, 2K. All right, here we go. Stress in
7K.
the hand, and it's gone.
There you go. Still saved himself the life there, which is relevant.
Never having to clean up 3 bodies.
If he goes board, because again, it looks like we're getting closer to time, so he might just stress life here if he's got a bunch of rushers. He's at 9, so unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get 2 Kid Killers and move the Dawn and get him for a big swing. It looks like he's playing maybe one of those rush Luffy's, stacking up for 3.
Potentially. Or
6.
7. Or 7, 9.
Okay. He's going for cleanup board. Has to stress us and get that Karasu off the board. All right, 7 and the Karasu's out. See if we get ourselves a 6K rush. Here we go. Here's that rush Luffy.
Luffy moving the 2, getting the 9K rush.
Imagine
leaving 1 up. I'm imagining for Radical Beam.
Kid Killer maybe on the kill attack here? Because, I mean, it's too much of a risk to go for the dragon.
Yeah, no.
A 1K is so easy.
1K out.
Yeah.
JP's got 2 cards in hand.
All right, using that. No, he's going for it. 10. Asking for 2. 10. Didn't have it.
Okay. Big. That's big information to Ver. Big information for Ver, knowing that he couldn't counter out of that.
Means he's probably, but that also means he's also probably got a bunch of rushers. If they're not countering out of that, that means that their hands just full of these big red rushers. So here comes potentially.
Yeah, JP asking, can I secure 3 swings?
All right. Bello Benemy just trying to get some more outs or look at his hand. Maybe look for potential counters in the hand. What would you be looking for from Bello right now?
Oh, let's see. Dragon Rush.
That's true. That's true. He is at full 10.
Or Karasu also. Solid option.
Okay.
If we're thinking about surviving, 2K counter, stuff like that. The Fire Fist might have been an option as well, so you can minus the Luffy down to get rid of it.
Okay. Minus the leader, so it looks like he's going to try and put pressure on the life here. $5K's got to go at life here. Not enough to take out that rush list, Luffy.
Not at all. He's at least 3 down untouched.
All right, gets a counter out, so he does have 2 viable attack or Yep, 2 valuable attacks. Did the math right. And he's just going to stress the life. 7k to 7k? Nope. Stress the life. Yeah, stress the life.
Getting rid of 0.
All right.
Again, because very limited options right now.
This is the do or die. He just gave him 2 more resources. He's going to draw for turn. 5 cards in hand, full maxed on. Can he clean up the board? Now, mind you, with Jay Wizzle only 1 card in hand. So he's going to be at 2, so maybe not options.
He's going to have 4 options maximum. If any of those are like a bad managed kick course that would trigger out, it's just, making the math that much harder for Ver.
Right? He's going to get 4 swings in. All Jay Wizzle needs is 1 clean swing. We could see if he survives his turn, just X.
4 swings is a big ask for Ver. But with 1 card in hand, the math is possible.
It is easier. Much easier. All right, Stress on Life going 7.
2 cards in hand. Maximum counter we have is up to 9.
7. Just didn't use the leader ability notably here. Smart safety, I think. Not moving the leader here.
Oh, yeah, definitely going for those kid killers.
Do we have a double kid killer here? So here's the first one.
First one at 7. Are we moving it on?
A lot of sequence in here. I love that Kid Killer always seems to come into play tapped because they're just like they know what's coming and swinging in. And he's like, hold up, maybe I need to use leader ability.
We are shipping this.
Right. Does he have 2 Kid Killers? And can he get through this?
Do we have 2K, 1K? That's all he needs, and he's out.
It's down the line. Kid Killer, 7K at life.
2K, 1K.
Jay Wizzle trying to figure this out. Let's see if he counters out of this thing. Oh,
bad managed kick course. There it is. Okay, that last kid killer not going to be enough to take it.
No, unfortunately, and it just leaves him completely defenseless here now. That he did have the 2 4K, but it doesn't matter because it's just that 1 life, and it's just going to be over. He knows it.
And we're realizing whatever I hit, you're just going to hit me right back.
Wow, what a great match! Congratulations, Jay Wizzle, cleaning it up in the end. Just really representing Dragon well. Well done.
2 great Dragon players.